Today I'm going to review the 7Artisans 40mm f2.5 full-frame AF lens that weighs only 90 grams. Yes, you heard that right, only 90 grams. But is it any good? Let's find out. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Andrei Dima. I'm a professional travel photographer and I love reviewing lenses and cameras in beautiful locations. So if that is your thing, subscribe. Build quality. To keep the weight of the lens down, 7Artisans made this lens from plastic. The good news is that the mount is metal and has a rubber gasket. Also on the mount you can find an USB Type-C port for future updates. I already updated the lens because I had it for a while now, and the process is easy on both Mac and Windows. The aperture ring, yes, this tiny lens has an aperture ring with clicks, is also made from plastic, and it is nice to use. The same with the focus ring, it is made from plastic and it is easy to use and well damped. There is also an AF/MF switch that clicks well in place and a function button, a tiny function button that can be customized to make your life easier. So far a fun lens, but there is more to like here. This lens comes with a square lens hood, my favorite design. I know not many people like this design, but it works well here. Also, the cap fits well in place. The design of the lens is nice and simple, no big branding, and the markings are painted. As you can see here, this is quite a compact lens, not a pancake lens, but compact enough to make it a good travel and street photography companion. At 90 grams, you barely notice the extra weight. The filter thread is 46mm, the minimum focus distance is 40 cm, but more on this later. It has 9 diaphragm blades and the optical structure is 7 elements in 6 groups, and it costs just $159. The autofocus for photography is decently fast and I got just 2 missed shots while I used this lens, and those were in high contrast conditions. The autofocus for video is nice and smooth, as you can see here. You can also see that this lens suffers from a bit of focus breathing. Flares. If you shoot directly into a powerful source of light, you will see some flares and a bit of glare, so keep the lens hood on. When it comes to chromatic aberrations, great news, there is no purple fringing wide open. I wasn't expecting this from a budget compact lens. Loca, longitudinal chromatic aberrations. You can see just a bit wide open, but as you can see here, it is barely visible. Stopping down to f3.5 makes them go away. Now, let's talk about image quality and start with colors. As you can see here, a bit on the vintage side, and I like that on a compact lens. Now let's talk about sharpness and contrast. In the real world, this lens is sharp from corner to corner, starting from f2.5, with good contrast. If you take photos of a wall, the corners are going to be slightly softer than the center, but if you refocus the lens to the corners, they are sharp just like the center. Let's take a closer look at some photos taken at f2.5. As you can see here, very sharp in the center of the frame. Now let's take a look at another photo. Sharp center, sharp mid-frame with great contrast, and so are the corners in my opinion. Vignetting is a problem, but that can be fixed in post. If you stop down to f4, the image is going to be sharp even if you photograph a brick wall, and the vignetting looks better now. If you stop down further to f5.6, the only thing that improves is the vignetting, because this is already a super sharp lens with great contrast. I didn't expect this from a 90-gram compact lens. Keep in mind, I tested this on a 24-megapixel camera. On a higher megapixel camera, this is going to perform differently. Now let's take a look at the minimum focus distance and bokeh. Good news again, the lens is sharp starting from f2.5 with good contrast, as you can see here. Impressive. The bokeh of the lens looks good in my opinion. The transition from in-focus to out-of-focus is nice and smooth. No weird blooming on the edges or harsh edges. Overall, a great lens for the price, sharp from f2.5 even at the minimum focus distance. Nice aperture ring, nice lens hood, compact and super lightweight, has a rubber gasket, decent autofocus, vignetting and flares could have been better controlled, but you can't have it all for a price like this. So I can highly recommend the 7Artisans 40mm f2.5 Lite lens. I think it is a must-have if you like these focal and compact lenses. If this video was helpful, subscribe, this is very important for the channel to grow. And maybe one day brands will loan me cameras to review, that would be amazing and I can only do that with your help. And if you want to support the channel even more, use the affiliate links in the description at no extra cost to you. Check out my presets and my new Spanish food app. Thank you for watching, see you next time.